You're
wait,
actually
wait.
honest to God retarded. I don't give a fuck.
So why did you bring it up? This is a what do you call it, hot topic, but I firmly believe we should give at least half our military equipment to Ukraine.
Realistically, my actual politics are leave me alone. I don't really care about anything. But
Bro, actually the only thing I don't like is Joe Biden, bro. I don't like him for some reason.
that's my boss. That's my boss. I gotta go.
Bro. Freaking every time I go on the
Yo,
He's
Dave,
lost.
it's your First Amendment though.
Hey, that's next stream. That's next stream against Josh.
bro.
Let me
Bro,
see
every
his
time
boss.
Gabe,
every
it's
time
the
I
First
go on
Amendment, the amendment you're protecting, so it's fine. You can criticize.
every time I go on the
What you saying about
Look at Keanu trying to
Brother,
talk.
every time I go on the news, I just see him donate money to Ukraine, bro. This shit pisses me off. He needs to stop.
Why?
Because it's corny. Because it's corny. Boy, you need to stop it.
That shit corny. Boy, you need to stop it.
Why are we giving money to Ukraine for?
To
you remember the victims of that fire in Hawaii?
Yeah, he gave
They
money
only
to
got
them too.
$700. Yeah, $700
Per person.
each. $700 each. It's okay though. Let's send another $350 million to Ukraine next week. It's okay.
So,
Our people
do you
don't-
know something
Bro,
called
next
states'
stream,
rights,
next
right?
stream, bro. Come on.
About something called
Why?
No, no, no,
Why can't we just do this stream?
Because it's content, bro.
Hold
We
on.
gotta space it out.
No, we don't. What are you talking about right now?
I want to hear. I really am curious about the opinion that Josh just expressed.
It's not an opinion. It's an actual thing.
No. Say it. Say it.
States' rights.
Wait, Josh, you like Joe Biden?
It's right. So
He's not my favorite, but he hasn't really done anything any worse than the last one or any other president.
Nice.
I distinctly kind of remember gas prices being a little bit better last election.
Oh, and
But
I
that's-
distinctly
but how do
remember
you-
a pandemic and nobody driving for that last in 2020. So
Okay.
yeah, I also distinctly remember the. What
Now
do you
hold
call
on.
it?
Let's get back to how do states' rights equate to not giving federal aid to
Hold on,
the victims of a tragedy?
he did It wasn't-
$700.
per person of Hawaii.
No, per person affected by the wildfires.
Which is an entire island, which is several hundred thousand
No.
people.
No, it's just the people that lost their homes. It's not the entire island.
How much money did you expect them to give? If
Like, how much money did they give Ukraine?
How much money would Trump would have given?
I don't know. I can't speak on that because
yeah, like literally
know,
during
but
when
I'm
states
just saying. I'm
couldn't-
just saying. I don't see why. What's the point of giving billions of dollars to a different country if you can't adequately financially support
it's
your own
billions
citizens?
of dollars of already spent money. It's not like we're literally handing them
Yeah.
cash.
Right, but why? But why are we giving them that shit though?
Because we're not. What are we going to use it for? We're giving them tanks sitting in
They
warehouses.
can give that to the fucking Connecticut National Guard that doesn't have jack
That doesn't
shit.
have.
What are they
That
gonna
got
use it
robbed.
We have
They can spend it on fucking
72 radios from the Vietnam War that don't even work 20 feet away from each other. They could give us some of that nice shit.
They can clear off some
I agree.
student debt.
We should scrap the
Facts.
most of our military budget, turn it into profits, and spread it throughout the entire U.S. I 100% agree with you on that.
No.
That is not even a fraction correct of what I said. I don't know what you're agreeing with.
Okay.
Maybe the
so-
fucking voice is in your own head. You
No.
you're
Wait.
honest to God retarded.
So, what should we do with the equipment that we've already spent money on? Besides giving it to a national
Fucking
guard,
use
in
it?
which they still won't be able to use it because there's nothing to use it on. Like the tanks, and the planes, and the artillery shells, and the guns.
Bro, aren't they? They're literally giving money to Ukraine. They're not just giving them equipment.
Yes, they are.
So okay, so here's let's
Okay.
let's go give away all of our equipment because we're not actively in a war.
Yes. I've actually, this is a what do you call it, hot topic, but I firmly believe we should give at least half our military equipment to Ukraine. I know you're laughing because of different politics, but I'm being real.
That's how ISIS was created.
No, I'm laughing. I'm laughing because that's all America's tax dollars.
Okay.
That you think we should just up and give to a different country that did nothing.
They're doing something now.
That's kind of crazy. I'm not.
Remember when we gave military equipment to ISIS? Remember when we did that?
You remember when we left?
Okay, the same equipment we made, the same equipment they can't use, and we immobilized. The same equipment that can only run for a few months before it being completely trashed because they don't have.
They most definitely still use some of that equipment to today, bro.
Taliban fighters
What are they
carrying
gonna use
nicer guns than I carry.
Let's say
their own people.
How come every Taliban fighter gets an ACOG, but I still get a red dot?
Every Taliban gets an ACOG, and you still get a red dot. If that isn't the most fucking not analytical, but fuck, what does he call it? Anecdotal shit I've ever heard.
What are you trying to say right now? What are you trying to say? What point are you trying to make?
What point are you trying to make? I'm trying to make the point that you're fucking stupid.
And
the point I'm making is that you're wrong.
You're just confusing the fuck out of me. I genuinely don't know what you're arguing towards.
So my thing on giving Ukraine more is for another day, but the amount of money that yes, more. If for no other reason.
No. Here's what they should do. They should tax us more. I think they should do that so then they can give Ukraine even more. They should tax us more because of that. Don't you agree with me, Elf Savvy?
Of course. I think that's a great idea.
It's a spectacular idea.
I think giving us a freaking country more weapons that doesn't benefit us at all is a great idea.
Yes, they do. They benefit.
How does it benefit us?
It weakens one of our greatest enemies so they can stop starting shit. Do you know who the enemy is?
I'm assuming you're going to say Russia?
Yes.
You know,
since 1945, they've been our enemy. Through and through.
When we're training currently in the U.S. military for a near-peer threat, we're not even thinking about them. We're thinking about China. They're not even.
China shouldn't even be on our radar either. But then again, I believe we should be focused more on China. But militarily speaking, China isn't a threat. Russia. But Russia has been the one starting the most shit, right? Like China, they are bad, but they do it in a civilized manner. They do some dumb.
They do it in a civilized manner? They're putting people in fucking concentration camps. What's civilized about that?
I tried to tell you to stay on topic, Josh, bro. Just focus on Russia.
Okay, if we're talking about internal politics, they're horrible. But if we talk about the international politics, right? Between nations.
Yeah, it's okay. They're just going to go invade Taiwan, and we've already pledged to, defend Taiwan.
They're not invading Taiwan. They don't have the capacity to.
How do you know that?
Because if you just...
my bad. I forget. You play Hearts of Iron 4. My bad. Disregard what I said. You play Hearts of Iron 4. You understand this.
If you know the history of China and the military affairs...
I don't give a fuck.
So why did you bring it up? I can tell you.
Okay, no, tell me.
So, the only warfare that China knows is land. They have no experience with naval combat. They have no experience with air combat, which is the two main things you need to invading an island as big as Taiwan. They don't even have a good... they don't have a good navy. They don't have a good air force. The only thing they have is manpower, and even then, you can't send millions of people across soldiers if you don't have the naval capacity to do so.
Okay. They've been building up their navy.
They have no experience with it, though.
Okay. It's like expecting to not bust quick, but if you've never had sex before.
Did the U.S. Army have experience when they fought in the Revolutionary War?
Yes.
No.
against the Indian tribes, yeah, and
Again,
they'll- and against
this was their first time fielding a regular army against another regular army.
okay.
It's different.
The same could be said about any other like guerrilla warfare. But let's say yes. That was 200 years ago. And then since that point, America has been in constant war.
That's not even the point that I'm okay. I guess you know more than the fucking people up at the Pentagon that are telling us what to train on. But
I'm not saying I do know more. What I'm saying though, if you look at it from just the point of view of experience in combat, China does not have the capabilities of invading a place like Taiwan. Because
yeah, if you want to talk about experience, if you want to talk about fucking manpower and infrastructure, they're like rivaling us. Like not, I wouldn't say they're not close to the point of beating us. We'd win, but they're what's considered a near peer threat.
yeah. But when it comes to conventional warfare about invading an island, China has no experience in doing so.
Did the United States of America have experience storming a beach on D-Day?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Give an example, Josh. Damn.
Yeah.
The American-Spanish War. And
That which was fought on American land?
no, it was when we invaded Cuba. And we invaded Dominican Republic. Oh, in the 1800s too, when all Marines went and invaded Haiti.
Right, in the 1800s when
Yeah.
World War II took place in 1940. And none of
Well,
those
of
guys were in.
course, technology and tactics advanced throughout time, but what I'm saying is they had experience in the general
Okay,
concept of invading other
So
islands.
if none of the people that were in any point involved in D-Day, if none of those people were involved in any of the conflicts that took part in the 1800s, you could draw a comparison to, and maybe they just look back and learn from that. What's to say that China can't do the same thing and look back and learn from other countries and other militaries?
So, give an example of when China invaded another nation via
I don't
naval
need to give an example of when they
I feel
already
like
did that.
Josh.
Just because they
I
didn't do
feel
it in the
like
past doesn't mean they can't do it in the future.
I'm not saying they
feel like-
can't. Okay,
I feel like
actually,
Josh. I feel like the point he's trying to make is like just because America like had a war on a beach and like years and years ago does not mean they have experience to this day, because the people that did fight that war years ago are alive, and China can take a reference from a past battle from another country.
they can take a reference, but they never had any like hands-on experience. Like
But
So nobody in the United States has had very, very few people have had experience fighting a near peer threat or fighting a conventional army even. I wouldn't even say near peer threat. A conventional army. The earliest I would say that we fought, or the most recent we fought a conventional army, was like in the invasion of Iraq in 2003, when we fought the Iraqi army and we took them out like instantly. And the only way that anybody in the military now that has experience fighting a conventional army, they'd have to be in for more than 20 years at this point.
from an on-the-ground perspective, yes. But I'm just saying, as a nation, as a concept of a nation, China does not
A
have
concept of a fucking nation doesn't go out and fucking win wars. The concept doesn't do shit.
Okay.
You're speaking from playing Hearts of Iron 4.
I'm speaking from objective opinion based on historical facts. if you want to know a little bit more, China at one point did have the biggest navy on the planet back in the 1800s.
Hold on. There's no such thing as an objective opinion. It's subjective because it's a fucking opinion. It's objective if it can be proved.
You're
Provable.
projecting. You're projecting your opinion.
Okay, yeah, projecting an opinion based on historical facts. Right.
Oh, I'm about to fucking shoot myself in the head. This is the worst conversation I've ever had.
No, I'm having a time.
I believe you.
Do we have any other things that we can debate?